Okay folks, this will be an interesting one. Let's see if we can make this one come up a treat. This one looks like it came from a treat, incidentally. I like the colour of it. It makes me think of my childhood. Okay, let's see what this is. It is a chocolate wrapper. I think it's from a Lindor chocolate, and it makes me think of my childhood. Like, it reminds me, that purpley blue colour reminds me of vacuum cleaners, like the old Hoovers, like the old Hoover that my parents had for many years. It's like that kind of colour. It sort of reminds me of those sorts of days, like in the 70s. It was a great time for a lot of people. I think the 70s were. Sure beats now, the shit that we have now. Everything's all fucked up and nothing works, and things get thrown away. If you've got a vacuum cleaner, you don't get it serviced, you typically throw it away and buy a new one, which is really dumb. So, so everything's about money these days, and it's just not the same anymore, folks. And that's come up looking quite interesting. We've got too much magenta on our machine. It's showing up too much of it. I do wonder, how we're going to make this look any good. I don't know why the magenta has become so prominent on this machine for some reason. It's just become like that. Of course, photocopiers do break down, and I haven't had a service call for this machine yet. Unfortunately, we're just days till Christmas, and I don't think we can have time to get the technician in to look it over, even though we'd like to. So I'm just going to put that on an angle. So yeah, it's really does concern me, actually, this problem with the overtoning of the magenta. That's what it appears to be. I'm not a technician, folks. I haven't been a technician since the late 90s, since 1997. And I wasn't any good because of my disability. So I'm disabled, and unfortunately it affected my dream of becoming a photocopier technician, folks. However much I would have loved to have done that as a day job, I can't. So, I've got to think of what I can't do, unfortunately, when it comes to occupation. So I'm wondering if maybe that could be what we're going to utilise. So, but I really find it was really heartbreaking to find that I couldn't do it as a job, to be a technician, to be able to repair my own equipment and shit like that, having to deal with the disability that I've learned to accept grudgingly and hatefully. I hate my disability, folks, and I'm trying to get on the 6 o'clock news so I can concentrate on what I can do and make money out of what I can do instead of focusing on what I fucking can't do. Because I don't want to focus on what I can't do. I don't want to have to keep focusing on looking at it and thinking, well, I can't do this. Well, I have to do that because I can't do this. And can't is not something I want to have in my fucking vocabulary anymore because of my disability. I'm not the sum total of my disabled brain parts. I am a talented artist above all. And I want to focus on my art. But it's hard when you can't afford to take a shower because you fucking can't afford to make ends meet as a fucking disabled person. And I really wish Channel 9 would pull their finger out of their asses and play my fucking videos. Otherwise I'll get really fucking shirty about it, because I'm getting sick to fuck of concentrating and seeing my disability ruling my life. I don't want it to be ruled by my fucking disability. I want to be fucking thriving as a person who's creative and able. You know, able in the truest sense of the word, because I'm doing what I'm good at, what I'm talented at, not what I fucking can't do or have to do because of my limitations and not being able to make much money, being fucking dissatisfied with my job, being dissatisfied with being a Centrelink recipient. Don't get me wrong, I really am grateful to Centrelink and the taxpayers who've supported me all these decades. But fuck, I don't want to be a drain on the taxpayer anymore, folks. I don't want to be a fucking... I know I'm eligible. You know, I'm absolutely and utterly eligible for both a disability pension and working in a disabled job. But fuck, I really want to be recognised as able and able to make money out of what I'm good at. Not fucking focusing on the shit that I can't do and trying to fit myself in around my disability. Don't diss my ability, Channel 9. Please play my material as soon as you get this material, folks. Play it, please, I beg you. And feel sorry for me for being disabled, for having brain damage at birth, having a cord around my neck and coming out feet first. Did I ask for that, folks? No, I didn't know. It happened. I was a baby. I was an innocent little child, a little bubby when that happened. And of course, being a bubby, I'm innocent. You know, I was a fucking disabled because of that. Because the people who should have been there to help me weren't there to help me, and they didn't have cesareans back then. They didn't have emergency ones like they have today. So I got suffocated as a baby, and for all I know, I probably died. Anyway, that's come up looking quite a treat. I think we can now call this rant over.